Sophie, firstly, it's great to be back at SV Sports Therapy here at Latin Park, because you have been restricted since March. However, I've got a great testimonial from a runner, Lee Wood, who got an injury and said you rehabilitated him over video sessions. So can you tell me how on earth that worked?
Thanks, Michael. That's a great question. So our clinics were closed for 4 months due to lockdown, and we served our clients via video appointments where we would ask them their symptoms and go through some testing with them, ask them to do some movements so we could find out if their injury was a muscle, joint, bone or nerve injury. Then we would tell them what we found in that video appointment, and we would guide them through some prehabilitation exercises to get them better.
And so someone like Lee, how long did that take?
Lee is still rehabilitating. He is slowly increasing his mileage on a weekly basis, and now that our beloved clinics have reopened, I'm also serving him face-to-face, COVID safe in our clinics.
So you mentioned, runners are terrible, aren't they? They're terrible patients. So when he said, I'm going to go out for a 5K, are you able to say to him as part of your treatment, just slow down there a bit, or are you able to input in that way?
That might have been your words about runners being terrible patients. I love runners as patients, me being a runner myself and a marathon runner. Lee's been remarkably well with regards to following the advice and safely returning into a running programme, ensuring that his symptoms and he's not overtraining. Did you have any experience of rehabilitating people or via video? Was this a completely new world you were thrown into back in March? Great question. Back in 2011, I worked with an ultra-endurance runner who ran 66 ultra-marathons over 66 days in every official 66th city of the UK for a Guinness World Record and to raise £1 million for ABF the Soldiers Charity. And before I met Andy McMenemy, who lived in Yorkshire, we would have some video Skype appointments, but that was nearly 10 years ago. So no is a real answer, not of most recent.
The point Lee made in his testimonial, which will be part of the story, is about helping the mental approach to it. Is that important?
Absolutely. Especially during COVID, it was a brand new experience for everybody. There wasn't a blueprint for anybody to look back at and reflect upon and learn from that experience. And also at the beginning of lockdown, where we were only allowed to go out for max an hour. So the mental side of recovering from an injury is hard enough, let alone in a COVID experience.
So now you're back open.
Yes.
Is it good to see people?
It's wonderful to see people. We are COVID safe, wearing full PPE equipment. We're screening our clients on the telephone before they make an appointment. The day before their appointment, they fill out an online screening form to ensure that their safety is paramount, and ours too.
But it's as a business as well, it can't have been easy suddenly shutting down in March. Have you still got challenges in that way, to get back on an even keel?
We absolutely do have challenges, yes. We opened our third clinic in Waltham Abbey on the 1st of March. We traded for 19 days and then we closed. So the third clinic at Waltham Abbey is in its infancy, and Harlow's been here for 2 years, and our Loughton clinic has been there for 4 years. So it's really lovely to slowly get back up and running and serving our clients.
But do you combine your treatment, we talk about a mental approach, as in your job, but also your approach to business? Are you very focused on a bright future?
Yes, I like to think I'm an optimist and a positive person, and nobody knows what the future holds. You can only plan thus far. So at the moment we're taking a month at a time and going from there.
People can come in, but if there are people still sort of feeling, I'd rather still do this video-wise, can they still do that?
Absolutely. I'm currently serving a lady that's had a total knee replacement. She lives in East Sussex, so we're serving her through video appointments, and also a couple of my clients that we don't feel necessary for them to come in to have a clinic face-to-face appointment. We can serve them with their injuries via the video appointment, so it's still very much a new string to our bow as such.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Sophie.
Thanks, Mike.